and welcome to How to Hit Aerial Targets in Archery. This is part 2. The first part we talked about setup as far as the bow and the arrow and how to get used to your bow, and we got into our first moving target, which is a balloon. If you haven't watched that video, please go back and watch it, and I hope you enjoy. Hope this helps you out.
Shooter ready?
Ready.
Perfect. Shooter ready?
Ready.
Dead hit. Teaching Alex how to shoot moving targets. First, we went through the setup. Second, we started with balloons, and actually that was a pretty hard target because of the wind. Wind was making it really unpredictable, but he done really good. He shot a bunch of targets. He could probably hit one, 6 out of 10 times. So it's a really easy, good confidence builder. But next we're gonna go to the disc. Now, this is a little bit more predictable, but it's gonna be traveling faster up and down. So we're gonna work on this disc. So we're not trying to hit the center of it, we're just trying to hit the disc. So again, if you're hitting a moving target, the easiest way is to come up and come straight down. So we're gonna start that first at a closer range. So here we're about a yard away. You ready, Al?
Ready.
So he hit it. It just, this disc is pretty old, so it didn't stick in it. He just clipped the side of it. So now we're backed up to about 5 yards. Shooter ready?
Ready.
All right, that was about a 10-yard shot, the way the wind went. So I'm gonna get on this side right here. And I'm just gonna throw it. It's not gonna go exactly straight up. I'm gonna try to make it land right in this area, but it's not much of a lead. So, all right, 5 yards. Shooter ready?
Ready.
Perfect. And that's what I'm looking for. It's not as hard as people think it is. All right. The good thing about hitting a target too, you don't have to go all the way back there and get your arrow. Now this disc right here, you can get off at 3 Rivers Archery for 14 bucks. I also have a YouTube video of how to make these discs using installation, from your local hardware store. Very easy, very cheap. You can get a bunch of them out of one sheet of insulation. All right, shooter ready?
Ready.
Good hit. So that's about a 15-yard shot. Now, to make it harder, you don't have to go farther. You can. I mean, we can back all the way up to 15 and let him shoot it. But we're just gonna stay around this area and just make it, semi-easy. You don't need to jump right into the hard shots. So this one is going to go from right to left. And it's going to be a little bit more difficult. So, all right, shooter ready?
Ready.
Perfect. Now these are blunt tips. They're not going to stick in it all the time. But it's a good shot, Al. You did good. All right, this is more like practicing wing shooting. The easiest shot is going up and down. You never really see a bird going up and down. So they're going more left to right. Shooter ready?
Ready.
Perfect. All right. That's pretty good. Now, a disc is a good way to practice. I used to love shooting a disc when I first started. You can do it all kinds of different ways. It's nice to have your own thrower with you. You can do it all kinds of ways. You can get back 20 yards and throw it as hard as you can. You can throw it like a Frisbee. You can throw it yourself. You can throw it super high. There's all kinds of ways. So get yourself a disc, practice, and get good at moving targets. So this is a practice that I used to do all the time. And I still do it just with smaller targets to get warmed up. And that is throwing the target up yourself, then shooting it. Now this really helps with your instinctive archery because you don't have a lot of time to aim. You just know where that arrow is going to go. And that's what I used to always do. Water bottles, pretty cheap to find. Cans, anything. It helps to have a little bit of water in it or sand. It makes it a heck of a lot easier to throw. So we're gonna start out with that. Al, you could practice. What I like to do whenever I first started is you just practice with your hand, get back to your bow. Throw it up, take back, draw back, then let down real easy. So it kind of gets hard to use to. There you go. So it kind of helps to get in that kind of motion because it's kind of tricky right in the beginning. So we're gonna get Al to throw up this bottle and hit it. Now so that was a pretty hard shot. He threw it to about 15 yards and missed it, but that's okay, people miss. Now another thing that helps is letting a little bit of water out just so it kind of is just about a third full. It'll help it fall on the bottom more. And if you see earlier how Alex is throwing it, it's kind of laying flat while he's throwing it. It makes it a harder target. Perfect. Done the same thing that time. That's all right. Try to throw it just a little bit higher. It'll tend to correct itself and start falling down. Perfect. He drilled it that one. So that's the bottle shot. He got it good. So practice on that. That's a good practice. Now you don't need to start on the little bottles. You can get yourself a 2 liter. Practice on them, makes it a bigger target, makes it easier to throw up, stuff like that. But that's the ideal. You know, that's what I like to do. I do that. I used to do that all the time. Now I do it with ping pong balls and aspirins. Just because a smaller target, you might not hit it every time, but whenever you throw up a disc, you're gonna hit it every time. Now, we're getting Alex set up. Good. We're gonna practice. We're gonna see what he learned. We're gonna get him to hit ping pong balls. Now, he just started shooting 25 minutes ago. So we're gonna get him hitting ping pong balls. All we're gonna do is one though. All right, you ready?
Ready.
Good. Now you see I'm just doing it real easy, real close. Still gotta build that confidence up. Good. A little bit low. Just a tad. He's about 3 inches low right there. He nicked it with his feathers. I don't know if you can see that, but it bounced the ping pong ball just a little bit. Shooter ready?
Ready.
Dead hit. So that's a ping pong shot. If I can see your bow and your glove real quick, I will show you other exercises. So just think, earlier he's hitting balloons, hitting disc, to bottles, to ping pong balls. So that's incredible. I'm proud of you, Al.
Thank you.
And this is not a super expensive bow. This is about 250 bucks. You can find some for cheaper than that. You can find some for 50. My first bow I ever got was 70 or 80 bucks off Amazon. And I shot a lot of stuff with it, shooting clays and everything like that. All right, so this is another exercise you can do. Same like the water bottle shot. You can just throw it up and hit it. So that's one. So that's another exercise you could do, and you can go all fancy with it. So another fancy thing you could do, throw it up behind the head, hit it like that. So that's how you do it, and this is our segment. So next up is the clays. We're gonna get Al to shoot a clay in less than 45 minutes.
Stay tuned for part 3. If you want to watch part 3, click right here. That's how you do it. Thank you.